Okay, so let's go ahead and go forward, and going to get the deck here, shuffle them up, and we'll do another open read. I'll do the 18 cards, and then we'll see if we can figure out what it's pointing to, what it's saying this morning. Oh, my goodness. It's getting crazier every day, isn't it? But the good news, the crazier it gets means that it's one more day towards where it's ending, okay? So that's the good news. You just got to hang through this insanity. So let's go ahead and pull out 18 cards. Oh, we got two, so I guess they want to come out together. Now, it's really sad to hear Biden going through this cancer, and it spread to his bones and then of course you had Trumpenstein's little demon out there making light of it, being an total asswipe. Just disgusting people. We wish Biden the best. I mean, he really gave his life to, doing the best he could do. So let's see what's driving this. It's the fight for truth. The fight for truth. When it comes to what's being given out, and wanting temperance, bring things to a bit more balance with new actions, okay? New actions happening, okay? So the fight for truth, wanting to temper some things with new actions. So the reading's about, well, there it is, Trumpenstein, the star, first thing out. It's about Trump and the White House. And we have a new cup. A new cup. So what's he filling this cup with this time? What is it? What's going on with this now? So the energy coming into it, yeah, focusing on his craziness, his delusion, okay? Trump's delusion. And what's coming rapidly from the White House? The next delusion rapidly coming from the White House, and then wanting justice. Justice, is justice on the horizon? A new cup. So what's going on today? Yeah, retreating, mentally retreating. His delusion, mentally retreating. Now we saw when he was over there in the Saudi thing, he's falling asleep. Okay? Didn't know what direction to go to sign papers. Okay? So he's failing even more. So next we have the lid is off. Okay? This is, seeing what's there. What's taking place. And the swords are out. Okay? He's not gaining popularity. Okay? More truth is coming out. Okay? So he is not doing well. It's raining down and laying him out. So the challenge is, his dark behavior. The demonic, okay? behavior is coming to a tower moment. And there are messages now of action being put out. So let's go back again. What's driving it? Fight for truth with what's being handed out. Wanting to temper this, bring balance with the new action. With the new action. Okay. So it looks like they're really starting to not be happy with Trumpenstein. I even saw a Republican the other day talking against Trumpenstein. Okay. So what we have is, his abuse of power, burning down the house. Isn't that a different one in the deck? Okay. Mentally burning things down. The outcome, mentally burning things down. Judgment is at the door. And people are sharing extra information, looking at the long term. The burden that he's brought, the burden now that everybody's carrying. And controlling, okay? Controlling the economy, controlling the situation around you, okay? So the long-term burden of this monetary and the drama that he's doing, we have burning down the house of the long-term judgment of the burden, what's being shared when it comes to economy, what he's doing. Well, we see all of these businesses leaving. Okay, Amazon, the main quarters in Seattle are leaving to go overseas. John Deere's closed down. Ford has closed plants. They're moving out. Okay. So many of these big businesses are leaving. Okay. They're leaving. They said, no, we're done with you. Okay. We're done with you. So let's see what Mr. Mickey, come on. Now, this is not love on Mickey time. Come on, gotta come over. Let Mama do the reading. Come on. There you go, good boy. So we look at this, and the foundation is looking at the past. Okay, the past offerings, justice. The swords are coming out. There's a message about an action, and we're sharing. Okay? When it comes to the White House, rapidly, the lid is off, looking at this tower moment that he's brought in judgment. Judgment is coming down. So above it all, we have Trump and his craziness. Okay? His lack of knowledge. His dark deeds that are burning down the house. Okay, causing all this conflict, that he is not with it. The Four of Swords, he is not with it. Okay, so the very center of it, we have the lid is off. What's rapidly moving towards this tower moment. Okay, rapidly moving towards a tower moment. His lack of knowledge and empathy, and the swords are coming out and really making that abundantly clear. Justice, when it comes to his dark deeds, he's going to continue to lose in the courts. And his insanity, the lid is off, and there's more message about actions when it comes to just his, the things he thinks he knows, his delusion, okay? encountering more of his delusion and facing it. So what's rapidly coming? When it comes to Trump, the swords are out. Okay? They're raining down. The truth is raining down on him. Justice, rapidly, more justice coming when it comes to his delusion. When it comes to the past and the knowledge, he doesn't have it. They're seeing more and more from the past, the things he said, that he's just out of it. And when it comes to the White House, rapidly the lid is off and they are looking at things much more intensely. So when it comes to his tower moment, the lid is off and judgment is at hand. They're sharing more about his just inability to know things, okay? Message about an action when it comes to his dark deeds, and the swords are coming out when it comes to his attempting to burn down the house with his abusive mentality, okay? With his attempted to control and restrict and do all the things that he's doing, okay? So let's go ahead and do a clarifying read. It's looking like, even some of the Republicans are starting to be fed up with him. Magatonians are for the most part, starting to see the light, okay? See his illusion, his delusion, and the drama. Over and over and over again, we see these Magatonians. This is not what we voted for. We thought he was just going to get rid of the criminals. And then Magatonians losing their businesses. So, yeah. I want to give these a real good ruffle shuffle here first. Okay, so let's see what we have. At the center of it all, we have an ending coming. Death, ending, transition. Okay? So we are rapidly headed towards some ends when it comes to the drama. Okay? To a victory. A victory. Okay? A victory because of investigations, looking deeper. If that's not a weary look, I don't know what is. It's like, yeah, weary, looking at this and saying it's time to come to an end, have a victory, bring this to its conclusion. So we have being out there, this is the thing of trying to protect being at the edge, okay? Out there looking at an action, feeling out on a limb, and wanting to move this forward to an ending, looking deeper. And yeah, the swords are out. It's raining down. The knowledge is there, bringing an end to this drama. Above it, yeah, the lid is off again. Having a victory at looking at what's there. What's hidden is coming to light. So let's see what it says about what's hidden. Messages about actions. So it looks like behind the scenes there may be more, the lid is off, more messages about an action as they continue to look at this deeper and where to move this forward to. Above it all, because it is his interaction with the world, wanting to end this. Because we see him making all these deals with the Saudis, Qatar, all of these ones that were promoting and aiding Hamas, okay? So the world is not happy and wanting to end this, and the truth is raining down on him. The lid is off, okay? When it comes to feeling out on a limb and wanting to come to a victory, behind the scenes, there's more talk of actions, okay? Moving forward as they investigate this deeper. It's about what's being birthed, okay? It's about democracy, holding on to democracy. The things being juggled. The absolute burden that he has placed on people now. And his lack of attention. Okay? When it comes to he who would be king, he has attempted at dictatorship, just not caring about people, not liking what's coming. Okay. Wanting to take back power. People are ready to move on this because of what's being offered up. And looking at the things from the past that he's been doing and the actions being taken overseas and the truth coming out when it comes to overturning these things and the choices being made in life, the path being walked. When it comes to the White House, the new action towards justice, and they want this rapidly because there is more of an agreement now to figure out the next move, okay, the next action, okay. So it looks like things are afoot behind the scenes as well when it comes to what Trumpenstein is doing with having so many big companies leaving the U.S., okay, due to his stupidity, due to his now all of the things that he's doing overseas, all these business deals. You know, the thing with the plane is just the tip of the iceberg with what's going on, okay? He's doing the meme coins, all of the things he's doing with that to get money. Again, trying to do his executive tantrum that, don't worry about bribes and stuff. It doesn't matter anymore. Bribes just means that I can do better business with people, and that's going to be better for you. Just, forget about it. Let them bribe me. Let them give me all this money through these meme coins, etc. Open funneling to my bank account. Let me sell off America and enrich myself. Because I'm such a humanitarian. I care so much about them. Just look at what I did for my ex-wife. She's got her resting place on my golf course. What more could she ask for? With the weeds overgrowing it. I mean, that should have been a clue to people right there. What type of a man he is. To bury his ex-wife on the golf course. With a very heavy casket. Okay? I have a feeling that it could have stuff in there from the Epstein stuff. Videos, information. Okay? information he's got to blackmail people with, etc. You know, his good friend that kept all this stuff under lock and key. Yeah. Yeah. I was asking internally about blackmailing and things. Got that information? Yeah. Got the knowledge. Holding on to that knowledge to manipulate and make people back off. Okay? Yeah. He's got information to blackmail people and also covering up information that he could be blackmailed with. Okay? So yeah, he's just dirty from one end to the other. Filthy, filthy person. So on that note, I'll leave that here and we'll just watch this play out. But behind the scenes, you know, like I said, big companies are leaving the U.S. He's not bringing business in, he's driving it away. Okay? And every one of these big, huge companies that leaves, how many more unemployed will there be now because of this? Okay? So on that note, I'll leave that here. We will get through this, I promise. I know it's, at this point in time, it can be quite depressing, and really, so many people are going through it now with uncertainty and just losing their jobs and all of the drama that's happening, losing homes, losing businesses, losing jobs. It's just, but the more that this collapse takes place, the sooner that we will be out of this. So on that note, that's the silver lining in all of this. And we just continue forward day by day, the best that we can do in the moment at hand. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you online.